Yes, indeed. Rocking with the bull himself, Lovechile. Gonna get this thing started up right. Astrology, cosmology. We hear everyone talking about this because everyone wants to be so damn cool. And, well, what is astrology? The logics of the astro, the logics of the cosmos. More simply put, it is the governing principle of all of the planets and stars and how they affect our day-to-day lives, our emotional beings, so on and so forth. So, here's an excerpt from the Secret Teachings of Jesus in the book of Thomas. Okay? Man, know thyself. Whoever does not know self does not know anything. But whoever knows self already has acquired knowledge about the depth of the universe. Jesus was a witch. Let's see what else Jesus was rocking with. Here we are. All of the planets that make up our way or our solar system. The sun, the giver of life, Ra himself, the father of the solar system. Alright? Now, we could segue into the whole what's a government thing, and then we say, oh, you know, the first government you got is the sun giving off ions and photons, and everything else perceiving that and receiving that and growing from that. Because we all need big old Ra up there to do his job. Right next to Ra is our communication and our intellect, our mental. Alright? Mercury helps us to communicate with. The sun helps us shine our light, our inward self. Alright? Venus, expression of the first principle, love. Alright? Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So the first principle, Venus helps us express that. You feel me? Right? Venus gives love and finds special treasures as well. That's out of my notebook, out of my notes. Just telling you. Up next, after we got the bull Earth, or the chick, the homie. She is the home girl, the main, because all of us live off of her. She is carnal experience, and that's why I don't really like the word carnal. It sounds like carnage. It's like literally the same root as the word carnage, and carnage is like mayhem and destruction, and I don't like carnage at all. So, but it is the experience we have going on here on Earth. What else? The moon is our emotives, our emotions. Helps us to get in touch with our emotions as well. Mars is the protector of ourself. Mars is our drive and our ambition. Okay. Mars helps us fight for our rights. You dig? So depending on where your Mars is in your astrology chart, your natal chart, I don't say birth, because if you look into the word birth, it is what ships are given to the public for the first time. That is a birth, when ships are presented, and then when the waters break. I don't know. It's a whole weirdo thing that I am not a part of. I've never done that. So I don't have a birth. I've never done that. But I was born. You feel me? So we're talking about Mars helps us fight for our rights and the protection of self. When you're talking about being born with rights, depending on where your Mars is when you were born in your natal chart, that is where you more likely will find your ambitions and your drives, and that's such a thing. Unfolding spirituality is Jupiter, bestower of gifts. Jupiter gives us abundance, y'all. Fuck with Jupiter. Saturn is structure, discipline, retribution, justice. You feel me? That's what those rings is about. Also, they say when you die, you go to Saturn. It's rings. And also what? When you die, you got to go to Ma'at to see if your heart is lighter than a feather. So they measure you on the justice scale. So what is this? Saturn, discipline, structure, retribution, justice. Saturn gives us patience and lessons to learn, all right? These are all, hey, if you want to look at this, read this, listen to this again, I meant to say, yeah. If you want to listen to this again, go ahead, but you can write this all down and you would always have it for your own. I have it for myself. Neptune is our imagination, all right? Helps us use our imagination as well. Uranus or Uranus, impulses for change. It makes us unique and it makes us smart. Uranus makes us unique and smart. Okay? And then you got Pluto way out there, last but definitely not least, our inner transmission. Pluto makes us wonder why. It's so far out. It's super duper out there. Pluto is so far out that it represents hidden secrets as well. Inner transformations, inward. It's just so far out that it's like, why? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, Pluto is just way out there, man. It makes us like hidden secrets and make us a little bit leery. Bringing things to light, darkness, hidden darkness to light. It's dope for that. So, the 7 days you have Sunday, Monday, and then they tell you what? Yeah, but no, it's not Tuesday, it's Mars Day. It's not Wednesday, it's Mercury Day. It's not, what? I don't even remember their names no more. I don't call it that. So you got what? They say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is supposed to be for Thor. All these are European deities, Greek gods. I I don't worship that stuff. I don't know why I don't want to call it that every day. So I do know the original thing where we were calling those days when the sun came up, and we realized the representation, we realized the governing principle of that day, the astrological position and makeup of that entire frequency that was to that day and that cycle. It is sun day, moon day, Mars day, Mercury day, Jupiter day, Venus day, Saturn day. Now we still say Sunday, Monday. We still say Saturn day. All right. Now, the Latinos, our homies south of the border, they the ones that still calling it what it's supposed to be called. They the ones still calling it, they call it Domingo for Sunday. Why? Because the sun is our dominion. He's the one that gives us, that reigns supreme over all of our dominion. He's the dominator of life, period. And if you don't believe me, well, if you're pale skinned, go outside and you'll probably get fried by the John. So, and if you're not pale skinned, go outside and just go outside in the sun, see what happens, and tell me that the sun is not the dominator of this reality, because it makes everything grow. So the sun is Domingo in the Spanish language, which is Moorish Latin. The moon day, they call it lunes, lunar moon. So it's lunes. Martes for Mars day, which you would call Tuesday. It's a whole thing. Now, I don't really feel like getting into the whole why they call it Tuesday. I got this thing that when it was conquered, when the whole world was conquered, now, walk with me. The whole world was conquered now. It was done by a subservient, bitch-made type of people, right? So they conquered this world, but they knew they was number 2 to the number 1. So that's why you count in what? Seconds. You don't count in first. If second is before the minute, so you got to take seconds to make a minute. But how come they're called seconds if they're first? No, they're not first. A moment becomes before a second. So if a moment comes before a second, we know that seconds is some old. There's milliseconds. Like, yeah, get out of here. So and then why is there Tuesday? Oh, I get it. Because the same people that call it this now are the same people that aren't the original people. They're not number 1. It's just like, oh, if you call it that, I guess you're on number 2 side, but I'm number 1, right? The original, which would make that, I would wonder what the original meaning for that day was, which is Mars's day. So it's not Tuesday, first and foremost, right? No pun intended. Then you got Mercury Day, which you would call Wednesday, which is for European deity Woden. We don't do that. Why would I do that? I don't know them. That's not my people's. So I'm not doing Woden's Day. It's Mercury Day. Miércoles, if you rock with the Latinos. They call it miércoles. They know what's up. It's in their culture. Jupiter is jueves in Latino culture. They know what it is. We don't call it Thor's Day. Why would I call it Thor's Day? He's a Greek god. I don't worship that. You see what I'm saying? But I do know that Jupiter governs a lot of things on planet Earth, right? So, and we do know that Jupiter rules that specific cycle of which we call a day. You feel me? So if we know that Jupiter rules that cycle, we call it day. We call it Jupiter Day or jueves. Straight and forward, like straight like that. Not no Thor's Day. Where'd Thor come from? Right? I mean, I know where Thor came from. You know, right? Thoth or Tahuti, right? But nah. If we was so moving on. And then Venus is Viernes in Latino. They've been known this. They do it every day. They call every week. I call it a strong, but you call it a week. These so-called Spanish people Latinos, Moorish Americans, they say Viernes. They already call it Venus Day. So if I walk around you and I say, yo, what's up? What's today? Oh, it's Venus Day. And you look at me crazy and you like, Venus Day? Hold on, ain't it Friday? No, it's not Frigg's Day. Frigg is another European deity, and I don't really know them. That's not my people's. I'm not worshiping that every cycle. Every time the day come around, you want me to call it that. I'm not doing that. No. That's not my people's. My people's looked at this stuff and realized that it governed where I'm at. Because I'm there. Like, the earth floats. Like, the earth is one of these joints, bro. The earth is one of these planets, my G. So if we own one of these joints, we got to know that the other ones affect us like we affect them. Duh. By existence, by proxy, you see, by default. So, Viernes, Venus Day, which you would call Friday, but it's Frigg, and that's a European dude, that we don't do that, so blah, blah, blah. Saturn, we already do that, Saturn Day, but they worship Saturn, they call Saturn Satan, it's crazy, it's a whole thing. I already know, I'll go into it real quick. Saturn, they call it Satan because Saturn's rings, they call that Kronos. Kronos eats his babies. Why? Because it's Father Time. Kronos is Father Time. As you get older, time weighs on you and you die. So they say time kills. Time heals all, yeah, but also time kills all because you're going to die one day. You feel me? So Kronos, Father Time, eats his babies. When you die, you go to Saturn's rings, is what they say. Okay? They also call Saturn's rings, you know, Kronos. So that is why that is a look into that whole Saturn Satan thing. Also, and Saturn is a modern day name, modern day word. Satan was the late Latin term, or the early Latin. I'm sorry, the earlier Latin term for Saturn. So they used to call it Satan because it was the Latin word for Saturn. It wasn't no Saturn. They didn't call it that. They called it Satan. You feel me? So that's that. So they say, well, yeah, they still call it Saturn Day because they still rock with Saturn like that. Because they rock with Satan like that. Now, I'm not saying Satan's bad. I'm not saying Satan's good. I'm just saying, like, I'm just spewing out facts here. Walk with it. Go on your own journey, you know. Ask yourself. The answer is within you. All right, and they still say Sunday because obviously if they didn't recognize that, they'd be stupid. And they still say Moon Day because, once again, if they didn't recognize that, they'd be dumb. So you all live in the reality that you just listen to the people that taught the people that taught you. The people that taught you didn't know no better, and they just grew up being told. And then you were told, and you never listened to, you never thought for yourself, you just listened to what everyone was saying. So you believe that. But you don't do your own research, right? Okay, cool. But now you are, and now you walked into me, and here we are talking, right? Cool. Now, we are going to wonder for a second why the people that tell everyone what to think, and why the people that think like everyone else still call it Sunday and Monday, Moon Day, but they don't say Mars Day, or Mercury Day, or Jupiter Day, or Venus Day, and then they still say Saturn Day. Why? Well, if you didn't recognize that the sun is the giver of life, you'd be a moron, and you'd be disrespecting the structure of life. At that point, I think life, by contract, has, you know, it can just destroy you. So everyone says Sunday because you have to say Sunday. Give praise. You have to. Moon Day. You have to give praise. It's the moon. Your body's made of like 90% water. Okay? And in Saturn, we all die someday. So these are the people, and they worship death. As soon as someone dies in the industry, they get famous. More famous. They die, they're solidified. They worship death. It's called necromancy. Alright? necrophilia. Alright? So they fuck with death. So they still call it Saturn. This is Western society. I mean, I guess they still Western, so I can't say that, but American society, they don't say Mars Day, Mercury Day, Jupiter Day, Venus Day. They don't. They just worship the sun because they want to be Greeks. That's why everything coming out of Hollywood, America, well, United States Corporation, everything coming out of the United States Corporation, they want to be Greek. So they still worship Ra. They still worship Ra. And in the moon, they got to. It's water. The oceans. We on a ball of water. Your body. They gotta worship her. That's like Mother Earth's sister. They fuck with each other heavy. Alright? And they worship death, so they have to say Saturn Day every cycle. You call your cycles weeks. I'm not weak. I say strong. I know it sounds weird to you, but I don't do that. I have a high vibrational frequency embedded in me, and I'm not going to say things that I think are incorrect. I'm just not going to do it. Why? So that you don't think I'm crazy? Fuck all that. I'd rather look crazy to you and know that I'm not putting curses on my body by way of what I say out of my mouth. It's my mouth. Why would I say something bad? Moving on. Here we have... Oh, wait. This is a little advanced. We got steps. We got steps. Where we at? We just started. Bet. So boom. Let's put a little circle. Bang. Here we have the church. This is what a church is. Everyone say hello to the church. Church means circle. Alright? Church comes from the German word Kirch, which means circle. Alright? So, circle means church. Go look it up if you don't believe me. I literally have done the video. The video is literally online, y'all. Alright, so circle means church. I looked it up, shown you it, screen shared the video, so it wasn't no janky shit like this. You literally could see it clean as day. Church means circle. So this is the church right here. Bam. Why do we all go to church? It's because deep down inside of religion is the truth, y'all. So don't let them scare you away from your shit. Just take it back. I fuck with religion. I'm realigned. That's what religion is, to re-legion you. What's a legion? Something that sucks on to something for life. I'm sucking on to the source energy. I need that. It's called breathing. I have to do it every 10 seconds or such. Every literally 5 or so. So, I'm religion. I'm into religion. I need it. I need to be connected to the source. I'm a sorcerer. You feel me? So, church means circle. Here's a circle, but it is called a church. We all have to go to church. I go to church every day. I study my astrology. You should fuck with your church. Look at your church. Go to church. And then in the church you have what? The deacons, right? You got deacons. Now, everything small is a small version of something big, you feel me? Everything big is a big version of something small, do you feel me? Everything small is a small version of something big. So, deacons are like boom, 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 boom. These are deacons, right? But these are cardinals. This is a cardinal. Okay? This is a cardinal. So, deacons are the smaller version of the bigger thing, which is the cardinal. You feel me? Everybody walking. Sorry about that. No, get it together, nigga. Hey, man, chill out. Alright. So here's the church. Inside you have the deacons, which are the smaller versions of the cardinals. And then what does it look like, you guys? If I took the deacons away and it was only cardinals, it would be north, east, south, and west. You see? North, east, south, and west. Boom. It looks like the goddamn compass because it is the compass, everyone. Everything is everything. Who fucks with Lauryn Hill or not? Am I the only one here? Goodbye. If you don't like Lauryn Hill, goodbye. I have had friends that didn't like Lauryn Hill, and I knew then that we weren't going to be friends. I should have been like, yeah, okay, don't need you. Don't need that type of negativity in your life. If somebody don't like Lauryn Hill, you don't need that type of negativity. So everything is everything. Aren't we talking about the stars, Lovechile? Yes, dear one, beloved. We're talking about the stars, baby. But hold on. Because the astrology wheel is very reminiscent or likened to the compass. Okay? Everywhere we look, we're going to get cardinals, we're going to get deacons. The circle is the newer word for the old word church. So I just wanted to get that consciousness, in your guys' psyche real quick so we can move on and I can maybe share some stuff. Share some gems with you and you'll feel me. So here we are, back to the blank. I'm going to draw one more church. Boom. Church. Whoops. My brush wasn't working. Alright, church. Bada bing. We'll do the cardinals in the middle. And then, wow. So here you go. Here's the church. Cardinals. We're going to get to the deacons again in a second. But to get to the more smaller block, I wanted to throw that out there first to just get you to be like, whoa, what? Church, circle, deacons? Whoa. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. So, moving on. Right here, when you look at your cardinal points, all of these are going to be astrological placements of zodiac signs. Right here you have Aries, A-Town, A-Town stomp or whatever. Alright. Aries, right here, you're going to have Leo. Right here, you're going to have. And we go backwards because, remember when I said, yes, I know that I'm about to blow your mind again, so wait. Remember when I said that Father Time eats his babies? Huh? Father Time eats his babies because time heals all, but time also kills all because someday you're going to die. You keep going through life, you keep going with time, and then you die because your time's going to be up because everyone has to die sometime. So Father Time kills his babies. But when you turn time backwards, huh? You guys ready for this? When you turn time backwards, you emit. Huh? When you turn time backwards, you emit. When you turn time backwards, though, you emit. Does that not blow anyone else's mind? Because I just said that Father Time eats his babies. Because you gotta die someday. And time's gonna keep ticking. It's gonna be today. It's gonna be an hour from now. It's gonna be 2 hours from now, a day from now, a couple days, a couple months, a couple years, and you're just gonna die. But if you turn time backwards, you emit. And what is emit? Emit is when you push energy out. Okay? You project. Projection. It's action. It's outward motion. Emission is. Alright? Fuck with me, alright? I'm boy, I got some stuff up in here, boy. Just walk with me, man, my G. Alright? So turn time backwards, you're gonna emit. So here we go. That's why when we do the astrology, we start here. Now, north, east, south, west. The sun rises in the east. We're looking for the rising on the west, point of the zodiac. Okay? Aries is at the ascendant, if we're just going to start with Aries. Just when we're doing regular basic zodiac, we're starting on the ascendant and we look at Aries first. Alright? Aries starts the zodiac because why? Springtime is the New Year's in reality. The fiscal year starts in December. The new year really starts when the plants are done dying and then they get their new growth for the new year to get ready for the harvest after summer. So springtime is the new year. Summer, we get the crops growing, and then fall, we get to feast, and then wintertime, we rejuvenate to do it all again. So we start in Aries because that's March, and in March is the new year, because that's when the plants are ready to sprout. That's why you got Easter eggs, because that's a fertility. It's birth, new life, born. I don't say birth, you know, what I just did. Anywho, Aries, cardinals. These are cardinals in the church. What about the Catholic Church? All right, they got cardinals. But if you're a Christian, they only got deacons. Now, between here, we're going to have deacons. Boom, that's a deacon. Boom, that's a deacon. This is Taurus. This is, what's his name? Gemini. I don't fuck with him, so I don't remember them hoes. No, I'm just kidding. So you got, these are the cardinals. These are the deacons. In between the cardinals, you're going to find deacons. Bop, but you're going to see cardinals. The cardinals start. The starters. Aries is the fire starter. Aries is a fire sign, and they are starter. They're a cardinal. That's why I called them the fire starter. It was just a play on words. You don't have to laugh at my jokes. So, Aries is on a cardinal point, so they start a season. They call that a Sabbath, or they call that a season, or an equinox, or Sabbaths and shit, equinoxes, and solstices. That's what I was looking for. The word solstice. These are solstices. These are Sabbaths. These is solstices, Sabbaths, and equinoxes. All right. Cardinals and deacons are solstices, Sabbaths, and equinoxes. You start on Aries, which is the cardinal point in the new year, and then you got Taurus, which represents fixed signs. Fixed signs. Fixed signs are going to represent the middle of the potential. Aries started off spring, but Taurus is spring. It just is. It's the middle of May, starting June. No, it doesn't start June. It ends April. It starts May, and it's the middle of May. And it's nice. Plants been growing. Aries started that. But Taurus is like, yo, I'm here, bro. It's sunny. I'm wearing shorts finally. Yo, it's dope. Aries, you got to wear shorts one day. It's starting to get warm, but it ain't really. You wearing a jacket with the shorts on, you look crazy. Taurus is like, yo, it's popping. Now, Gemini, they are the mutables, okay? They represent the transitions. The transition between what? What was and what is to come. So, Geminis are going to be your mutable signs. They bring you from the spring to the summer. Leo is the beginning of summer. Gemini passed the baton off to the motherfucking Leo said, give me that. They took that. They say, I'm starting this joint. Leo starts because it's on the cardinal. Now, Taurus and Gemini are deacons. They're not starting. They're not cardinals. But Taurus, like I said, is fixed. It's stuck and it's not changing. The energy is, because it already was started. And it's not worried about changing or transitioning. That's Gemini's job. Alright, Gemini going to change and transition into summer, which is what Leo is for. Y'all don't fuck with y'all don't fuck with me, yo. But y'all gotta fuck with me, yo. Shit. Your boy on it real quick. I mean, this joint is just spewing out. I don't even know how long I've been on here. I gotta hurry it up so I don't spend forever. Because this is just one-on-one. I can come back to it. Alright, so let me lower this down a little bit. Right after the cardinal point, that is Leo. Right after this cardinal point, that is Leo. Y'all see it or what? Let me make sure. Yeah, y'all got it. You're going to have this baby, which we call Virgs. Oh, wait, no. Cancer. Wait. Is the boy fucking up? Gemini is Cancer, then Cancer is Leo. Dang, the boy fucked it up. Oh, you saw me. I was about to say, I was like, hold on, something's wrong. Something was definitely wrong. Cancer goes where Leo goes, bro. Got you, fam. Let's get that out of here. Hey, man, ain't no shame in my game. You ain't know it neither. And if you did, why you ain't say nothing? Right. Because you a jerk. You just want to see me fall and whatever. That ain't cool, brother. Alright, so Cancer is the cardinal. Dang, I forgot. Cancer is not a cardinal. I mean, Leo is not a cardinal. Cancer is a cardinal. I always think Cancer is immutable. You know why? Because Cancers by nature are inside. They're shelled beings. They're very... You know, they starters, though. They starters, like a motherfucker. But they be real hermity. So I kind of forget that a little bit. Alright. So Cardinal, Cancer, they start. Summer. Right after Gemini. Gemini said, alright, spring is done. Take this. Cancer said, alright, give me that. Cancer started it. Boom. June. It's like June 20th. 21st, right? And then in July, right in the middle of July, we got a fixed sign. This deacon right here, the bull Leo. The bull Leo is just like the Taurus bull. Straight gung-ho. It's in the middle of fucking summer. It's blazing, my G. You're fixed. It's stuck. It's not intended on changing. It's not. Alright? It's stuck there. It's doing it. It just is. Middle of summer. It already... Cancer started it. It was getting a little scorchy. Might have had a little bit of, you know, that spring breeze going on. Maybe a little bit of, you know, just a cool breeze, cool rain. But now in Leo, you're going to get that hot summer rain where it's just sticky. Oh, my God. You want to be inside hearing it. Maybe outside playing in it, but not really working in it or annoyed in it or something like that. So Leo is a fixed sign. Pardon my, pardon my little blemish real quick. Grow with me. Right here, we got another deacon in the church. You feel me? Which is going to be Virgs. ASAP Virg. Virgo. Okay. If anyone doesn't know what I'm doing right here, here you are. Leo, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Alright? So Virgo, the homie, they are going to be a mutable sign. They bring summer into a closing, a transition. Nothing really ever ends. Death doesn't do that. Life doesn't do death. Life don't do death. Life only does transitions. So, Virgo is a transition period between summer and fall. Our crops is growing. We're about ready to pick. Now, coming after that, we get to pick these crops. And Libra is the homie because Libra lets us decide or know if we did what we did all summer for a purpose and if it paid off. If it paid off, we get to eat. Libra judges us at the end of summer and says, hey man, you had that time where the sun was booming, it was in the middle of the sky, couldn't get no higher than that, you can't get no closer sun than that, right? Libra is justice. Libra says, man, did you just waste your summer? Well, if you did, you're screwed, because Libra is those justice hands, the scales. Okay? Libra is a starter. They start fall. Libras are cool like that. Libras are dope like that. They start off the they start off the fall, they bring summer to an end, and they make you apply the justices that you know to be true. Non-compromising, non-negotiable, right? Now in the church we got another deacon here, which is a which is a fixed sign, Scorpio. Scorp has my moon, by the way, Taurus sun. Scorp is the homie, right? Scorpio represented by Pluto, which I said was deep, dark secrets and, making you wonder why. In inner transformations, Scorpio is a fixed sign, just like your boy Taurus. Taurus and Scorpio actually are connected to each other, right? All of these are connected to each other. All the deacons. You feel me? So, bang. All the deacons is connected to each other in the church, alright? They work for the church, so they all connected. Yeah, it's all bummy, whatever, man. But shut it up. So, my pie graph is all bummy, but, a pie graph is a pie graph. You get it. They taught you it in school. Scorpio is a fixed sign. Right in the middle of fall, all the crops is done being harvested. It's time. It's the mid-harvest, really. Scorpio is the mid-harvest. I would say that Saggies is technically the harvest, because that's when we got Samhain. Samhain is they call it Thanksgiving, right? So we got Saggies, the homies, the boo things. Saggy only got 1 G? Hell yeah. Saggy only got 1 G. Keep it G, Saggies. Keep it G, y'all. Because I know how y'all Saggies be getting. So keep it G. Alright, so Saggies are a mutable. They're going to transition us from fall to our next point, which is going to be winter. Saggies are at the end of fall. We call those mutables. Everyone, I'm saying it over and over because it's very simple. Saggy, mutable, Scorpio, fixed, Libra, cardinals. Cardinal, fixed, mutable, cardinal. Our next cardinal is Cappy, baby. My ascendant, my daughter's son, the Cappies, Cap G's, the Capricorns are the real homies. They some damn fucking starters if I've ever seen some, boy. Capricorns are some people that make you... Alright, well think about it. It's in the middle of winter. What's in the middle of winter? It's not the middle of winter, I guess it starts the winter, excuse me. So it's starting the winter, right? Capricorns making people think like, damn, hey yo, shit. Shit, like Christmas just started. Cappy. Damn. Like, y'all was just buying all month. Y'all last little gifts got to be done. Like, the new year about to come. Like, damn, Cappy is like that, man. Cappy got y'all stressing. Capricorn, man. When Capricorn comes around, niggas is stressing. Bet, because it make you put your chest out. It make you have to be a better person just for Cap coming. Cap is coming. You gotta shine now. Because if you not shining, you gonna look like a fool next to Cap. Because Cap shines, boy. Cap fucking shine. It's the beginning of winter. So you better look out. You should better be in order too. Because Libra already judged all that in the beginning of last season. You done had 2 deacons between Libra in this. We in Cap right now, by the way. So I can say it with that kind of authority. After Cappies, we get our Aqua babies, Aquarius. Now, our awkward friends, they are fixed signs. When everyone is all into, even this right here, this is some Age of Aquarius shit. This is some Aquarian shit. Zodiac astrology is some Aquarius shit. Aquarius, what? Has to deal with, like, let's see what it's dealing with. Community, when we get the mass consciousness, how everyone's into tarot cards now and astrology now, and everyone's into, you know, Moorish history and the history of the indigenous beings on this earth. Everyone's into high sciences and biology. You got chicks that, like, are into, like, oh yeah, plants and marine life and shit, and like they just be into, you know, wizardry and witchcraft, sorcery. That's Aquarius energy. And the fact that everyone's so into it right now, you feel me? That is an Aquarian energy as itself, because Aquariuses are fixed. They're not changing. It's the middle of winter. It don't got no intention on changing. Think about next month, right? Next month, we're going to be so ready for it to be warm. But it ain't going to be for, got a whole nother cycle to go, which is going to be Pisces. Pi, our homies over there, the fishies, they dope, they cool, they're mutables. Very enlightened people. They're on the transition point between winter and spring. So that's real dope. We need them. We need spring to come in. So we obviously need a transition point between winter. And that's the perfect... Without that, it'd be such a drastic change. That's why we have mutables in the first place. You see? Shit, I meant to fucking erase the other one. But, like, that's why we have mutables in the first place. Because without them, it'd be such a drastic change. I mean, can you imagine going from a fixed sign? That's why everyone's wondering what's so wrong with this weather right now. I mean, it's cold as hell out right now, but like a couple of days ago, it was like weirdly, you know, okay. People were like, man, what's going on? I thought it was supposed to be a bad winter. You know, it's like there's no, it's like we haven't even felt like we hit our, you know what I'm saying? We haven't hit our fixed sign. We aren't even in Aquarius. We just in Cappy, so winter just started for real. Everybody like, yo, so could you imagine if it just went from snow, straight to Aries, you know, ready to rain and get the freaking plants growing? Like, it has to be a transition point. March is that stop being so fucking cold outside so that we can start getting some plant life growing out here. You know, but Aquarius is not having that. Aquarius is just, it just is. It's stuck in it. Like everyone stuck in this consciousness. And Aquarius pertains to community as well. Okay? I just wanted to remind everyone that. right? And impulses for change. And think about how everyone's into this mass consciousness, and we want the world to change for a better place. So moving from Aquarius to Pisces, you dig? Pisces represents endings, more specifically. Sorrows, secrets, self-undoings. But it is an ending house. It's in the 12th house. Obviously, it ends the whole zodiac. Right? I'm pointing that way. I should be pointing this way. It ends the whole zodiac. Bringing us back to Aries, the beginning of the zodiac. This was the jankiest zodiac anyone has probably ever done. How long we been on? Let's see. Ba. Bang. Y'all gonna be crazy when you see this. Alright. Y'all gonna be crazy when y'all see this. How long we been on? It's been like 40 minutes. Yeah, alright, 10 more minutes, I'll be off. Social houses are up top. Down on the bottom, we have our personal houses. Okay, so what did I just tell you? Aries, our friend Aries is at the bottom, and it is going to start. Remember, it starts because it is a deacon. It starts our personal houses, our houses motivated by personal satisfaction. Everything on the bottom. Everything on the top are houses motivated and signs motivated by outward approval. Okay? There are social houses, things that we get outward, our inner feeling from outward things. These are inner feelings from inner things. Motivation from inward. Personal satisfaction. Alright? Aries starts that. So Aries, being the first of the whole zodiac, molds and creates our circumstances. Alright? It's starting that. But it in the middle between it all, you have Taurus. So Taurus it molds and creates our circumstances, and it is motivated by personal satisfaction. Taurus is independent as well. When we get into these ones right here, the cross points, the middle of them all, we have independent, subjective, dependent, objective. The opposite of Taurus is Scorpio, which is independent, dependent. The opposite of Aquarius is Leo, which is objective, subjective. You see? If you don't know what objective and subjective means, subject is one under someone, subservient. Objective is, well, an object. It's being outwardly done, right? Hence, on the top of the chart, it is motivated by outward approval, right? So back to the bottom of the chart, motivated by personal satisfaction. Taurus is independent, motivated by personal satisfaction. Molds and creates circumstances. It's not molded by it, it molds it because it's independent, motivated by personal satisfaction. As is Aries, who starts this Taurus energy. Aries is the starter of the Taurus energy. Gemini, those guys are going to transition us from from molding our circumstances. They're going to transition us into being molded by our circumstances, right? But still leaning more towards the side of molding. Cancer starts being impressed upon by circumstances. This makes us molded and influenced by circumstances. It starts that. However, it's still on this side. It's in the middle. Cancer is. The Geminis are the twins, because it's right on the other side of something. Feel me? Leo, subjective. It is motivated by personal satisfaction still. However, it is molded by, and it is influenced by circumstances rather than the bull Taurus, who is still still a fixed sign. Tauruses molds their circumstances. Leos are molded by their circumstances. Okay? Now you got Virgos. Virgos are mutables. They're transitioning. Transitioning from what? Motivation from personal satisfaction to motivation from outward approval. But you're still on this side. Virgo. Virgo to what? Maybe she's a virgin and her justice, the reckoning. She's a virgin to what's on the other side of the scale, right? Before you get onto the other side, you are pure, you're a virgin. Libra assesses that, judges that, and then from that on, you get into the other houses. Right after that, you go to the dark house, Scorpio, dark secrets, hidden shit, hidden shit. So you're a virgin before that. Then you get adjudicated upon. you get motherfucking judged, and then you get to go to the dark side, which is Scorpio, which is dependent. All right, dependent on what? Circumstances, because it is molded by and influenced by circumstances. Dependent on what? Dependent on approval of the public. Okay? But it's a fix. It ain't changing. Saggies are the transition between molding, being molded by, and then molding. When you're being molded by something, you're still on Saggy, and you're definitely motivated by approval of others. But then when you hit Cappies, you stop being motivated or molded by, influenced by circumstances, and you start being the molder and the creator of your circumstances. That's why Cappies are dope like that. Because you had all these dudes still like, yeah, whatever. Nah, even these dudes down here, you feel me? They still like, nah. They started all that crap. Nah, I'm gonna be molded and influenced by my circumstances. And then these guys is like, yeah, and then even Scorpio dependent, yeah. And then Saggy transitioned that like, that's why Saggy's higher knowledge, if you can read that. And then boom, Cappies. Others see yourself. That's why I said Cappies come around, make motherfuckers have to straighten up real quick. You just by a Cappy being around, you can't slack because you look like everybody looking at you crazy because you slacking and Cappy looking popping. Like, damn, what's wrong with this dude? He ain't popping. This dude popping. See how others see yourself. Cappies. All right, there's social houses. It's a social house motivated by approval of the public. And it starts the whole molding of creating of circumstances. We got the homie Aquarius, motivated by approval of public, but they're molding and creating circumstances. I told you these Aquarius motherfuckers are the ones making everyone want to be smart and into astrology and into tarot cards and oh, what? You said chakras? I know chakras. And oh, you said vegan? I know vegan. You know, like that's the Aquarius energy. Aquarius shit. That's that Aquarius shit, all right? Now, that's objective. That is objective as fuck. And that's some outward approval shit. How everyone wants to be heard or not. Like, you hear me say a catchphrase and then you know that I'm smart. If I say vegan, oh yeah, vegan, I'm vegan. Yeah. Organic, oh yeah, I eat organic, right, yeah, what? You know, like, just to hear someone hear me say, I know what they talk about, that's motivated by approval of the public. And that's some Aquarius shit. Especially more pertaining to that high science. Alright? And then you got Pisces, the homies, talking about what? Endings. They done being molded or motivated by outward public approval, and they're ready to start transitioning towards what Aries is talking about. Motivation from inward satisfaction. And they're already into molding their circumstances. They're already into creating their circumstances because they're on this side. Feel me? So, I guess that's a good little wrap. Good little sesh. Little 101. You dig? We're going to go into it a little bit further. I'll talk about the specifics of the elements. Yeah, we could do the elements next. And then I'll probably do houses more in depth because this was a little house. Yeah, because, you know, I wanted to show you the deacons in the church and the cardinal points and fixed points and mutables. And then I also wanted to show you how every zodiac is a house of its own. All those are houses. If you didn't know what the word house, I was in the zodiac for years and I never really got what a house was. You know, I was a part of that Aquarius shit where I just hear someone say something and I'm like, oh yeah, zodiac. I fuck with zodiac. Astrology, yeah, I like astrology. But I didn't really, I never really got what a house was, you know. But I get what houses are really more in depth now. I obviously have to study them for fucking 5, 6, 7 years, but this we're gonna get back to. We're gonna get back to this. So, bliss up from the manatee, in love with humanity and womanity and just manatees, cause I'm gonna save the planet. You dig? That's how it gets down. I know I'm a weirdo, but you know, weirdos are some of the coolest peeps. Like, I'm pretty sure your boy Malcolm X was a weirdo. Smart dude. Red hair. Talking some progressive shit. They was like, what? Nah, you weird, boy. Especially when you change everything that you were before. Yeah. You real weird for that. So, I want to say peace, but I just can't because I want you to have it all. And ultimately is to find inner bliss and overstanding on all of your, you know, everything you're trying to learn now. I just need you to really get it and go on your own path. Be your own teacher. Alright? Love y'all. This thing started out. Yo, nigga snap. Nigga snap today, yo. I snap every day, yo. Oh shit, let me snap this shit.